Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to start a Turo business. So in this video, I'm gonna explain to you guys how much you can make, what do you need, how much the costs are, and everything you need to know to be able to start a Turo car rental business. So I'm gonna be explaining how much you can actually make at the end of the video, so make sure you watch all the way till the end. Okay guys, let's get started. So to get started, let me just give you my experience. So I did Turo for about 2 years and had 2 cars. So I'm going to be sharing my revenue, how much I made, and this is just, a really good way if you want to make some extra income. It's a really good way to, if you have a car already, or you just want to get a better car and you want to be able to afford it, right? This is a really good way. So let me get started by explaining to you what do you guys need to be able to start Turo. So the first thing is you need to have a car, obviously, right? But it needs to be within 10 years. So it's 2022. The car that you can purchase is 2012 to 2022. That's minimum. And so basically what Turo is, it allows you to rent your car over to neighbors or people who have daily errands, like they want to go shopping for grocery, or they want to buy something from IKEA, right? Or they just want to go out with family to a trip. They can use your car for that time period, right? And this is a really good way if you're not using your car, right, every day or even on the weekend, right? It's a really good way to be able to pay up for your car expenses, right? Like your gas, your monthly payments, and your car insurance, all that, right? If you're not using it, why not take advantage and let someone else use it and also be able to make money out of it? So yeah, Turo really helps with that. So it's a really good way to make some extra income. Okay, so the second thing you need is a driver license to be able to drive the car, from the dealership to your house and then rent it out to other people. Sometimes you need to drop it off. Sometimes you need to pick it up. So you need to have a driver license for that. The third thing you need is car insurance, right? You can't drive a car without that. And the last thing you need to get started with Turo is a cell phone with data. So it's going to be super important for you to have a cell phone that has a line, right? So someone can call you or text you, because whenever you get reservations, you get a text message as well. Turo sends you a notification letting you know that, hey, your car has been reserved. Please get ready for booking. Also, you need to have data because you also get notified on the Turo app itself, and you can talk through your customers through the Turo app messaging feature, and then any questions they have you can answer back. So you need to have a cell phone with data. So those are the 4 things you need to actually get started with Turo, and that's pretty much it. Now the next thing I want to talk about is what types of cars should you get. Should you get a car? Should you get an SUV, a van? What should you get? In my opinion, so I had a Honda Civic and I also had an SUV, which is a Honda CR-V. And in my experience, so I listed both, and I realized, so there's 2 types of customers you can get for a car, and there's another customer you get for an SUV. So the car is super convenient for customers who are looking to do, like shopping, right? They want to go to different stores and they are going to have a lot of bags. They want to put it into a car and drive around. Maybe they want to go grocery shopping and they're going to have a lot of groceries, or they just want to go, do quick trips, maybe with their friends within, a short distance. So a car is super convenient for that. So an SUV is more for like long trips. If you want to go, with a family for a vacation, like a weekend vacation, right? You want to go to a resort or something, then, driving in an SUV is super comfortable. It's spacey. You can put a lot of things in the trunk. So yeah, it's super convenient. It's easy to drive. So an SUV, typically people pay more for it just because it's a more expensive vehicle, and just like it has more features, right? You can drive a bit, you get like a better visual. Also for the weather, an SUV is super convenient because it's easy to drive, right? Even though there's a lot of snow and stuff, it has more power. And in my opinion, if you want to make more money, then SUV would be a better option. The customer is willing to pay more money for an SUV. And I've also noticed like the SUV gets damaged less compared to the car. Cars, they get damaged. I'm going to be talking a bit more about that a bit later, or maybe in another video. But I've noticed that maintaining an SUV is a lot easier than maintaining a car, because a car does get damaged more than an SUV. How much is the cost of actually putting the car on Turo? Well, there isn't any cost of putting the car on Turo. It's when you list a car, right? And let's say your daily rate is like $50 per day to rent a car. Well, then Turo takes about 45%. So yeah, I mean, it's almost like $25, right? So let's say it was 50 for, just making it easy for calculation. Let's say it was 50%, right? So you take $25 and Turo takes $25. So in total, like, the company they use and what Turo takes, right? It's about almost 50%. Which is pretty high. Like, that's the number one cost, right, that you get while listing the car on Turo. Then you have your own cost, right? With your car, you have your gas, right? Depending on how many times it's listed per month, it's gonna vary how much the cost is for gas. So what I like to do is I don't like to pay for gas. So what I do is I just ask my customers whatever level that they receive the gas in, return it back to the same level. That way I never have to worry about gas and going to the gas station every single time and filling it up a full tank and then bringing it, right? It saves me so much time. So the third thing you need is car insurance, and obviously car insurance for a car is it's less than an SUV. An SUV is more. When someone rents a car on Turo has their own insurance, and the customer can choose what type of insurance they want to purchase. So there's two types that Turo offers. Number one is like a standard version, which is covers basic things. So like if you get damaged, if you get into an accident or something, you have to pay a certain amount, and then after that amount, like Turo covers it for you from that insurance. So last time I checked, it was like if you got into an accident, you cover. If you pay the lowest version that they have, which is standard, it's like you pay the first $1,000 or $2,000, and then after $2,000, Turo uses the insurance that they have to pay the rest. And then the second option that they have which is more expensive insurance. You pay a very small portion, like I think you pay like $50, and then they pay the rest. Or I think I've checked it, like I'm not sure if they changed it or not or recently, but if you purchase a more expensive one, you don't pay anything, and then they pay exactly all the cost of the insurance. But these policies, they keep changing every year, so make sure that if you guys are signing up, you are looking at that and reading it to educate yourself. They also change that policy depending on where you are. Where I am, right, it could be different from where you are. So make sure to read exactly what the policy is in your area so that you know exactly what the rate is and how much it's going to cost you. Okay, so the next thing that is going to be costing you money is a cell phone, right? You have a cell phone and you have a plan, right? So you're going to be paying for that every single month. Now, you need to have data because you will be receiving a lot of requests from customers, every single month. So you need to make sure that you have a good data. That way it doesn't run out. If you're at home, you have Wi-Fi, then you don't need data. But if you're like if you're at the grocery store and you get a notification and you need to get the car ready within like 2 hours, it's good to have that data plan so that you can receive those notifications and just get more bookings in the entire month. That way you can reduce your cost for your car. Yeah, so I mean, and the cost is not a lot, right? It's like you pay for a cell phone, like maybe $1,000, $2,000. You don't need to get the most brand new one. You would need a good phones for taking pictures, right? You take pictures of the car before the trip and you take pictures of the car after the trip, just to note if there's any damages, if there's something that needs to be repaired, right? So you need to make sure you can document all the condition of the car. So it's really good to have a good camera, and then obviously the data plan as well, to receive notifications and bookings. So it's a very small cost. So let's say the data is like $50 per month. Obviously it's going to change where you are. So that's the third thing you need to think about for cost. And the fourth thing is cleaning. So the car needs to be clean before the customer gets into the car, right? Everyone wants a clean car and obviously disinfected and stuff. And so the better and the cleaner and the more fresh the car smells, the customer is going to have a better experience. You'll have a better review, and then you'll be able to get more customers, right? So it's super important to clean your car. Also after the trip, right? So you can clean the car and it costs you money, right? You can either go to the car wash, which is super quick. If you don't want to go to car wash, you can do it yourself, which takes a lot of time, but it doesn't cost you money, right? You have your own water and soap. That's pretty much it. That's going to be your cost. And yeah, you can just get a small vacuum and just vacuum the inside if there's any sand and stuff. So that's something that will cost you money to make sure that you keep the car in good condition. And then obviously you have these repairs, like when you want to change tires for the winter, for the summer, when you want to change your oil. Right, that costs you money. Windshield fluid, that also costs you money. So these are small maintenance costs, that add up. So yeah, it's good to get all these numbers down so that you know exactly how much your cost is. That way you know how much money you can list your car for, and that way you can stay profitable. And the last question is, how much money can you make from doing Turo? So I'll explain to you how much I actually made with both of my cars. I made about $22,000, and out of the $22,000, Turo took about $10,000, and I was left with $12,000, and that was like my net. So I netted $12,000, and between two cars, it was $6,000 each. So that comes out to about $500 a month. So yeah, so that pays for the car monthly payment, that pays for the gas, pays for the insurance, pays for your driver license, as well as all the maintenance, right? So for a car, it could vary between $300 to $500, and then also for an SUV is more closer to $500 because people pay more for that. So if you're looking to get started on Turo, it's super convenient, it's super cool to have something on the side that's part-time, that's allowing you to pay for your car, right? There's a lot of times you're not using your car, so why not take advantage of that opportunity and get some money? So I hope you guys like this video. I'm going to be making more videos like this. I'm going to be making more videos on business, on saving money, and investing, how you guys can pay for more expensive stuff and not actually have to pay money or worry about the bill, right? I love getting stuff for free, and I want to share with you guys more and more of this knowledge, how to get stuff for free. That way you're not worried about the gas price, you're not worried about bill payments, right? There's more to life than just running after bill payments and expenses, right? Enjoy life, travel, make some friends, or travel the world, right? Create memories for yourself. Just live a better life, right? That's what I want to share with you guys and help you improve your life. So guys, if you like this video, make sure to like it. If you want more videos like this, more knowledge like this, yeah, subscribe to my channel. It won't cost you anything. It's completely free. And guys, yeah, if you have any questions, in the comments, you can just post me a question. I'll make sure to respond as quickly as possible, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.